Hello and welcome, my friends, to the most amazing and marvelous thing that you will see in quite some time. If you don't understand the plan or what this video is going to be, just hold on, I'll get everything explained for you in just a second. So first off, you might be confused on where we are. No, this is not BTD4, this is actually something called BTD5 Deluxe. BTD5 Deluxe was basically BTD5 that you could buy as an application for your computer. Cost like 15 bucks or so at the time. It might be a little bit cheaper now. I think it might be down to 10 bucks or something like that right now. But this isn't all about BTD5 Deluxe. This is just, I'm just using this because you actually use more cores and more computer power on here, so it'll actually lag a little bit less than using it on the Flash version. Anyways, one thing that I really want you guys to pay attention to is the little yellow number in the top left corner here. That is actually a Fraps counter. It's actually a frames per second counter, and Balloon Star Defense 5 runs at 30 frames per second, which means that if that number starts to go down, it means my computer can't actually run it. So I'm going to actually use that as basically a balloon counter. I figure the lower that number is, the more balloons are on the screen if I don't really change too much what my towers are. So I'm basically using that as, like I said, a balloon counter. The lower that number, the more balloons we have, because obviously I cannot count the balloons. Now this is what you guys do. It's a regrow farm. So if you don't know what regrow farm is, really quickly, just to throw it out there, sometimes in Bloons Monkey City or BTD5 or BTD Battles or, you know, whatever, sometimes you want to get a regrow farm going where you can actually get more money. They patch it a bunch and stuff to make people not be able to do it, but it still is possible in some scenarios. And the best way to do it is actually to get a 3-0 wizard, but in this case 3-2 wizard, slowly upgrade them to a 4-2, and then just mass more and more 4-2 wizards until you don't need any more. The problem is trying to actually survive in a real game, you have to get like a spike factory in the back and not regrow too much, because actually the balloons will actually start overwhelming you if they get too far, so you don't want that to happen. So actually in this case, because it's sandbox, I don't care about how many balloons get through. I'm not trying to get money here, I'm just trying to get as many balloons up as possible on the screen. So again, check out that Fraps counter up the top there. I call it a Fraps counter because I'm running it with the application Fraps, which records things, and it also tells you the frames per second. Anyways, check it out, it's already down to 10. That means my computer can barely handle what's going on right now. It's running at, you know, one-third speed already of what it should be. So it's going to slowly go down and down and down the more balloons we get on the screen. Basically what I want to do here is I want to get that sun god in the middle, which is a max temple, by the way, besides the fact of me using some sort of 2-4 village on it after it's already built. That is a max temple, my friends. And I want to see if it can pop all the balloons. That's basically what I'm going to do. As soon as I see 5 frames per second, I'm going to use it. So there we go, 5 frames per second. I figure that's a decent amount of balloons on the screen. That's a lot of balloons. That's probably the most balloons you're going to get without the game pretty much completely crashing. I wanted you guys to check this out. This is absolutely crazy. Did you guys realize how crazy this ice thing really is and how it actually works? Normally we just see the ice, just the normal yellow balls of destruction just running right through balloons, and the ice never really does anything. But if you actually notice, the ice is actually pretty good at stopping balloons when you have that many on the screen. So I just thought that was really cool to actually see that in action. Normally you don't get to see that. Also, one other thing I want you guys to notice is the blades. The blades will actually get stopped by a lot of the balloons. That means they actually do have a pop limit. We don't usually see that very often. You know, normally they just go up forever and ever and ever. But I think it's something like a 10,000 balloon limit. Maybe 1,000, maybe something else, but I think somebody told me somewhere along the lines that it was a 10,000 balloon limit, so I'm just going to go with that. It sounds reasonable, so we're going to go with it. So this game is just lagging like crazy. I honestly have no idea if this temple's going to take down these balloons. I sure hope he does, but I'm just not sure. I also sped that up for you guys just a little bit so you didn't have to deal with too much lag. I know there's still going to be some lag, but I want you guys to understand actually what is going on here and what is happening. So we got so much lag here. I actually had to do this a couple times because my BTD5 actually crashed on me, and my Deluxe actually crashed on me, and I just didn't want to use a crashed video. So I had to redo it a couple times, and check it out, guys. It looks like this temple's actually starting to clean them up. Absolutely stupendous, absolutely amazing. I did not think he was going to do it. I will be honest with you guys, I did not think he was going to be able to do that. There was so many balloons on the screen, it was absolutely ridiculous. Now, one other thing I want you guys to just kind of understand is there was that many balloons on the screen. Check it out versus some Zomai gods. These Zomai gods, like, look at that, annihilates a BFB. But let's check out some Zomai gods. How badly is he actually going to beat them? And by the way, this, like I said, this is pretty darn close to a max temple, besides me getting a monkey village on it. No, I had 30,000 of every single tower type that actually is required for the temple. And they just annihilate the Zomai gods. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please press the like button down on the bottom. I'd appreciate it a bunch. Thanks for watching. Have a super duper delicious day.